Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where today I have one really fun list to tackle with you guys. It's kind of short, but it is filled with some budget bangers, as well as a couple that are a little more on the expensive side. And this is coming by way of a tag from a buddy of mine called Knife Standards over on Instagram and YouTube. This would actually be a really good time to throw in there that normally I haven't been responding to a lot of tags for videos on YouTube, just because, not that I don't want to partake in as much fun stuff as I can. My schedule is just getting really packed sometimes with my own uploads that I want to do and reviews, and then of course balancing my actual work life with everything. Sometimes I just can't get to the tags, and they got to a point to where they were kind of overwhelming, so I kind of just stopped doing them in general. But I really like Knife Standards, and it was a really, really good topic that I think would be fun to tackle. So thank you, Knife Standards, for throwing that my way. If you guys don't know about him, he's an awesome knife designer as well as a knife reviewer. He's on YouTube, Instagram. Go check him out, Knife Standards. And let's get into this list. And this list is 5 knives that make me happy. Now, there was a couple different ways I could have went about this one, because I feel like it would be really easy to just pull out like the ProTech Malibu and something like this Ritter RSK Special Edition with MagnaCut and carbon fiber. Like, knives like these, like, of course they make me happy. They're incredible knives. I think they make most people happy, but they're also really hard to get right now, if not impossible to get brand new. So I wanted to put a little spin that would make it a little fun for everyone watching in case you see something you really like. This list is going to be the 5 knives that currently make me the most happy, but are also in stock. So that's kind of a big thing. So if you see something here you like, there's going to be links below to go pick them up somewhere. Not all of them are affiliate links. Not all of these are affiliate links for me. They're just, they just happen to be in stock. So that's that. Let's take a look at what we got here. And first up on the list is my 2022 Knife of the Year, and that is the Kaiser Escort. Now, this is the original Escort. 20 CV, aluminum, a nice brute, kind of a slicey brute type of knife that's super fidgety. Really, really good, even though I completely botched both of those middle finger flicks because I'm trying to talk and do too much. But this is a fantastic fidget knife. The clutch lock, it's actually my favorite Kaiser clutch lock model for now. There's actually something else coming out pretty soon that may surpass this. I don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned for that. But the Escort is very, very hard to beat. But this one was a little pricey with the 20 CV and aluminum handle. This was coming in around $171. They were on sale for a little while, but they're back up to $171 at most places, I believe. But then, just earlier this year, Kaiser came out with a budget line for $89 that, in all honesty, is just as good if you're okay with 154 in micarta instead of aluminum and 20 CV. Just exceptional knives. They are so smooth and fidgety. They're honestly probably my favorite Kaiser, right up there with the original XL. These are just absolutely amazing, and they're at a really good size, slicey blade. I think I'm just reiterating everything I've already said at this point, but it's really hard to beat the Escort, especially with the price points you have and all that good stuff. If you like fidgeting, if you like crossbar locks, if you like options, especially if you like a good Dirk Pinkerton design, the Escort is an excellent, excellent offering. And that is first up on the list of knives that make me happy. And we're also in stock. But also keep in mind, there's no particular order here. These are just random order. So not saying one is better than the other, but just these 5 knives in general make me happy. So let's move on down the list and tackle this guy right here. This is the Tactile Maverick. USA made beauty. What I like most about this knife is the fact that it is MagnaCut with 63 to 64 HRC. Done right, it's going to give you that crazy toughness and strength, also give you some phenomenal edge retention, and just be able to tackle whatever you throw at it. The Maverick is coming in at $350. It's got a 3.5-inch blade. And as I said, this is American made. So when you factor in the materials, the quality of milling, and the fact that this guy is fully made and manufactured in Texas, the United States, that's one hell of a deal. There's a lot of USA made knives out there that we've been talking about lately that are just ridiculous, absolutely offensive in price. Looking at you, Benchmade Narrows. But this here is actually a great combination of American quality and value. American value. You can't always say that. A lot of things in Made in America have excellent quality. I'm not arguing that. But to have that perfect balance of value and quality, that makes me happy. And the Tactile Maverick definitely does that. And it is in stock with a link below, which actually, these are kind of hard to find. So there's not many places these are in stock right now. There's a few, but I got a link below for you for that one. And moving on to this little guy here, the Giant Mouse. I'm terrible with the name. Atelier, I think. I think this is Adelaide, Giant Mouse Adelaide. This is basically a smaller Ace Grand. We're looking at LMAX steel, 2.9 inches, and these range in price from $215 to $285, depending on the handle material. I actually like the material in the middle, the carbon fiber. This is coming in at $245. Really nice carbon fiber, got your blue accent backspacer. And what makes me most happy about this knife is this. Such good middle finger flicking action. And you can also actually thumb flick this quite easily for this type of blade cutout. Sometimes it can be a real struggle, not with the Adelaide. Very, very nice to thumb flick, but especially, middle finger flicking is so, so good on this. Ergos are pretty nice and comfy. You got fully contoured carbon fiber. And this is also a reminder of just how good Italian manufacturing is getting. This is not made by Riot. This was manufactured in Italy. And I gotta say, they've come a long way. I've said it before in other videos, but I like to emphasize that because Italian manufacturing really has, over the past year and a half, taken leaps and bounds, in my opinion. So it's another nice offering if you're one of those people that just don't want to deal with Chinese knives. I'm not one of them. I'm not saying go away from Chinese knives, because I think there's some great options. But if you want to stick with American or Italian or something like that, here's an Italian offering for you that is very, very satisfying, very pleasing, and one that I enjoy a ton. The Giant Mouse Adelaide. Next up here is a serious contender for Knife of the Year this year, and it's this guy right here. This is the KIZER exclusive Knives Praxis. You guys have probably seen this a lot on my channel already. This knife makes me so happy for so many reasons. The smoothness is ridiculous on this guy. So smooth. The addition of thumb studs just is like the chef's kiss. It's literally like the cherry on top of this knife. Big knife, 3.75 inch blade. We're looking at S35 VN steel, a nice neutral heavy stonewash coating. The only thing that I don't absolutely love about this knife is the clip. The clip is just meh for me, but I've said that about pretty much every weed clip. I think that's their basic clip, it's whatever. But the knife itself makes me giddy, like literally giddy. The ergos are so comfy. It's about as thick as maybe a TRM Atom. Might, or as thin, I should say, might be a hair thicker than the Atom, but a very nice thin handle with great width, and it is really, really good whether you want to choke up or not. Great in the hand, and just stupid smooth. Look at how well-centered and slicey that thin little blade is of S35. Yes. This is a yes for me all day, and this is, like I said, this is a serious Knife of the Year contender, in not just its price category, but for the overall whole year, because it's a great value at $212.50. Yes, $212.50. $212.50 for this guy right now. Excellent offering from KIZER, and I'm just so happy someone finally did it. Like, the Praxis was one of the most popular Civivi knives of all time. To finally see it in a Wii form is, again, it just makes me really happy. So there's your Knives Praxis exclusive at KIZER. And last up, this one knife actually turned into six knives. And you're going to know what I'm getting at here real quick, and it's this guy right here. This is the CJRB PYRITE Warning, specifying that Warncliffe blade here. Now, this is the base model. This dropped earlier this year, and it's hard to want anything a whole lot more than this. $50, 3.25-ish inch blade. Nasty Warncliffe design. It looks great. Very nice to fidget with the middle finger. Just excellent in general. But then CJRB just went crazy and said, you know what? We want to give everyone all the options. So they came out with the perfect pyrite project that gives you options like this with a G10 inlay, or you can have this option here, which is kind of just an anodized purplish, purple, with a black coated blade. And then you have more premium options with a wood inlay in Damascus. And then you have ultra premium options, which are downright bangers with micarta and fully contoured titanium with S90V. And then you have that same setup, only with a different inlay of, you guessed it, fat carbon. So you have all of these options here. So this is the base. This technically is not part of the Perfect Pyrite project, but these 5 are, and they range from $55 for this version here, all the way up to $199, which really is not a bad offering for S90V, fat carbon, contoured titanium. $199 is not bad. If you get on these during the Kickstarter, which ends July 12th, you can get these for $199. When the Kickstarter ends and they bring these to production, they're going to be $285.79. So you can save a significant chunk of money by getting in on that Kickstarter. And man, oh man, do you get one phenomenal pyrite. The pyrite has easily become one of my all-time favorite button locks. It's right up there with probably the Kaiser Original XL, tied with that one. And I could probably throw the Civivi Conspirator in there. That's a pretty good one too. But how can you not just be happy with this many options of one phenomenal knife? Super smooth, excellent design. The CJRB Pyrite Warning has to be on this list for me. It is way, way, way too damn good. And we're going to clear off the table here and bring some of these back. Not all of them, because I turned a list of 5 knives into like 20 knives. So we'll focus on one at a time here. But these are it, guys. These are the 5 that make me happy. Let me know what you think of this list. I think it's a pretty solid list. I really do. I think I might have impressed myself, which is actually pretty easy to do. I'm not too hard to impress. But some excellent knives here. Let me know which one of these knives you would have to have. If you could pick of these 5 on the table, which one would you go with? I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until the next one, I'm out.